This is a podcast from the Business Times.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, July 28th, 2026. From the Business Times news desk, here are your headlines. What you need to know. U.S.-Iran diplomatic contacts resume, but Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and Iraq report fresh drone attacks overnight Singapore time. China confirms for the first time that the U.S. has committed to cap replacement tariffs on Chinese goods at 20%. Singapore records fewer than 30,000 births in 2025, the lowest since independence, and a record low fertility rate. In world news, diplomatic contacts between the U.S. and Iran are continuing, with both sides describing the mood as cautiously constructive. However, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and Iraq all reported drone attacks on Monday Singapore time, attributed by Saudi Arabia to pro-Iran groups operating from Iraqi territory. Iraqi Prime Minister Ali al-Zaidi has ordered an investigation into the Saudi claim, with his spokesperson saying authorities have been directed to investigate the allegation that the drones were launched from Iraqi soil. No group has publicly claimed responsibility. The U.S. Federal Aviation Administration issued a proposed airworthiness directive on Monday Singapore time, requiring airlines to inspect and fix incorrectly installed seats on 453 Boeing 737 MAX jets registered in the United States. The FAA said the seats could injure passengers during an emergency landing if not corrected. In the region, China's Commerce Ministry confirmed on Monday Singapore time that the United States has committed to cap replacement tariffs on Chinese goods at 20%, disclosing the commitment publicly for the first time, saying it was made during bilateral trade talks. The cap limits further tariff increases beyond the new levies imposed this month. Malaysia's Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim faces renewed political pressure as support among Malay Muslim voters remains elusive for his Pakatan Harapan coalition, despite strong economic performance, with growth exceeding 5% and trade and investment at record highs. In Singapore, Singapore recorded fewer than 30,000 births in 2025, the first time since independence that annual births have fallen below that threshold, according to the Immigration and Checkpoints Authority's annual report. Resident births totaled 27,393. The total fertility rate fell to a record low of 0.87, down from 0.97 the previous year. Deputy Prime Minister Goh Kim Yong has warned that if the trend continues, Singapore's citizen population could begin shrinking by the early 2040s. In companies and markets, oil fell 0.6% this morning. Singapore time to $87.82 a barrel for Brent crude as the diplomatic pause in Gulf hostilities sustained hopes of a negotiated settlement. West Texas Intermediate was at $81.95. Investors on Wall Street are focused on a packed week of technology earnings. Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, and Apple all report quarterly results this week, with markets watching for signals on whether the AI-driven rally still has momentum. And stocks we're watching include Keppel, Fraser's Centerpoint Trust, and ESR Wright. For updates throughout your day, visit bt.sg. And don't forget to check in with our wrap podcast, Market Focus Daily, at 6 this evening.
This is a podcast by the Business Times. Find more BT podcasts at businesstimes.com.sg/podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.